Now request Mr. Amitabh Ranjan, Registrar, Indian Institute of Public Administration, Government of India. Sir, please join us for your address.
Good morning, everyone. Let me thank from the bottom of my heart to all the organizers, PhD, Chamber of Commerce and Industry, for inviting me to this esteemed gathering. And I am really feeling overwhelmed in this august gathering of dignitaries on dais, dignitaries of the dais. And as Dr. Jitendra Singh has set the tone for this policy conclave, navigating global challenges. So, global challenges, he was emphasizing about that. Now, we see every day there is a new sheriff in town. Yes, I am talking about Donald Trump. Every day he wakes up, announces something new, something weird, sometimes 26% tariff, sometimes 50%. And now he has set his eyes on Indian basmati rice exports also. It was in news just 2 days back. And then across the whole globe, Russia-Ukraine war, Gaza war, situation in India's neighborhood like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, just somewhat at the distance, Thailand, Cambodia, conflict is again flaring up. So definitely it is not a world war, but the world is at war right now. And this whole scenario is creating a very tough situation, not only for Indian economy, but the whole global economy also. And considering the climate change, carbon emission, global warming, and right now, as per one estimate, the debt percentage of the whole world is 256% of the global GDP. This is an alarming situation. And so, as Dr. Jitendra Singh was telling that it is a volatile world, actually it is a VUCA world. Volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world. And in this VUCA world, we have to navigate very carefully, no doubt about that. When we talk about Russia-Ukraine war, so not only Russia was one of the trusted partners as far as so many things are concerned, imports, exports, petroleum, fertilizers and all these things. Ukraine has been also a very good partner, like we used to import axle and wheels for Indian railways, coaches from them, fertilizer from them. So everywhere there is a problem. Our exports are facing unreasonable tariffs all over the world. We have to renegotiate all the free trade agreements with each and every country. The concept of the combined trade or integrated trade, WTO, is falling apart due to hegemony of some of the world powers. So that's why in these global headwinds, we have to trade very carefully. But there are so many silver linings also. Like just recently released the Q2 economic growth data, 8.2%. And that has surprised even the hardcore economists also. How can it be 8.2%? But now the international bodies are also corroborating this. Just yesterday, ADB has come out the growth rate, predicted growth rate for Indian economy in FY26 as 7.2%. So when we talk about Viksit Bharat or fast-tracking Indian economy, so we presume that we would be achieving 8 to 10% of growth rate, sustainable for a longer period of time like 20-22 years, so that we can achieve a Viksit Bharat by 2047. So right now it is a bit less, but of course we are on the right trajectory. We have so many things lined up very beautifully. 7% is not a joke when the global growth rate is declining. And as per the OECD estimates, in FY 25-26, the global growth rate is going to come down from 3.7% to 3.2%. In this scenario, India is the fastest growing major economy. And when we are trying to fast track our economy to achieve the Viksit Bharat 2047, there are so many pillars about that. Some of them the anchor mentioned, Dr. Jatinder Singh mentioned, like say infrastructure development. The budget 2025-26 pegged the infrastructure budget at $1.35 trillion. And that is fast tracking our infrastructure projects all over India, combining with the state governments also, like let's say for the example Bharatmala project. It is envisaging 34,000 kilometers of very good roads, national highways. Out of that, over half have been achieved also. Indian Railways is nearing 100% electrification target of its tracks. Then SOAPs for MSMEs, medium, small and micro industries. There are digital credit cards for MSME of loan up to 10 lakhs without any collateral, without any guarantee. Apart from this infrastructure development, where Government of India is extending loans to state governments also, 50 years interest-free loans, so that their infrastructure projects can take off. We are going to achieve not only energy security, but energy sovereignty, what is it called. Right now, we are in the midst of a Goldilocks situation as far as energy is concerned. Solar, wind, hydroelectricity, green hydrogen, then nuclear energy. In solar, in fact, for the first time, our total installed capacity, energy capacity, out of that, the percentage of non-fossil fuel capacity has exceeded 50%. It is now 51%. Out of the total installed capacity of 509 gigawatts, now the percentage of non-fossil fuel is 256 gigawatts. Solar, 128 gigawatts, wind, 52 gigawatts, hydroelectricity, again 52 gigawatts. Then we are moving very fast as far as green hydrogen is concerned, with a target of 5 million tons of green hydrogen production by 2030. And then 125 gigawatts of green hydrogen capacity by 2047, when we are going to achieve Viksit Bharat. And we are going to have a very silent revolution as far as nuclear energy is concerned. In nuclear field, we have more than doubled the capacity in the last 10-11 years. Now it stands at 8.8 gigawatts. And we have a target of achieving 23 gigawatts by 2032, and a very ambitious target of 100 gigawatts by 2047. And for this, our budget has announced nuclear energy mission of 20,000 crores. We are plans to install 5 small nuclear reactors, SMRs, which are very easily fabricated and going to be installed by 2033 to the tune of say 300 to 500 megawatts of energy. Because big nuclear plants are a bit difficult to install, it is going to take $35 billion to install a big nuclear plant. So India is now traversing this trajectory of having small nuclear plants, medium nuclear plants, so that our targets can be achieved. And consider that we have one of the highest reserves of thorium in the world. It is to the tune of 16% of the total global storage, global reserves. And we are experimenting, and it can be easily converted. U-232 can be converted to U-233 easily, and we are experimenting this in our Kalpakam, Indira Gandhi National Atomic Plant, where thorium is mixed with plutonium in second stage, and that can be used in the third stage as a fuel. So all these things revolution is going on as far as renewable energy and non-fossil fuel energy is concerned. And in fact, our solar energy production has increased so much that there has been advisory that tone down the production because we don't have the transmission lines, we don't have the infrastructure to evacuate that renewable energy. So now we are having the problem of plenty. And when we talk about this, our fossil fuel, we are not leaving them behind because we have our 65% dependent as far as coal is concerned. We have big reserves of coal. And consider that fossil fuels are not the culprits. It is the carbon that emits is the culprit. So for tackling this carbon emission, we are experimenting with CCUS, like carbon capture and utilization storage technology, then carbon sequestration, fly ash techniques. All these things we are experimenting so that we can utilize our fossil fuel reserves also very optimally. Coming back, a silent revolution is also taking place in India as far as digital is concerned, Digital India, DPI, Digital Public Infrastructure. In fact, India is one of the fastest growing countries as far as digital public infrastructure is concerned. We all know about UPI. The ease of payment, the ease of doing business through UPI. Even now a vegetable vendor, thelewala, everyone is using UPI. And in fact, now beggars are also holding the QR codes. And in fact, this UPI is being popularized not only in India, but 9 other countries like Bhutan, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Mauritius, Qatar, UAE, and in fact, you can make the payment of Eiffel Tower fee also through UPI nowadays, saving the precious foreign exchange. Then DBT, direct benefit transfer. In 1985, sir is probably 1985 batch. Sir, Tripurari Sharan sir is probably 1985 batch. So in your time, sir, there was a talk when the then Prime Minister said that when the payment is released to the beneficiaries, only 15% reaches and 85% is trimmed in the course by middlemen and all these things, the infrastructure, loopholes, pluggages, everything. So it was 85-15. And now it is 100%. 100% of the benefit is reaching to the beneficiaries. So the new term of DBT is not direct benefit transfer, but Delhi se beneficiary tak. It is reaching, the benefits are reaching. It is not a trickle down approach, but now it is a waterfall approach. And then coming back to Aadhaar authentication and Aadhaar linkages of DBT, all payments are due to Aadhaar, our One Nation, One I-Card. And due to this, the government has so far transferred through DBT 47 lakh crores of payment to the beneficiaries. 47 lakh crores, and as per one estimate, so far 3.8 lakh crores have been saved through plugging the loopholes. 4.15 crores of fake LPG connections have been deactivated. 5.03 crores of fake ration cards have been deactivated. Then the fake beneficiaries to the tune of 98.8 lakhs have been reduced as far as women and child development schemes, benefit schemes are concerned. And above all, 158.06 lakh tons of fertilizers. The supply of this much has been reduced to the retailers due to plugging of the loopholes through Aadhaar authentication. And there is a data of 2017 that 10.4 lakhs of PANs were deactivated, fake or duplicate PANs due to Aadhaar linkages. And in 2023, 11.44 crores of PANs were deactivated due to non-linkages with Aadhaar. And due to all these measures, the subsidy allocation or subsidy percentage is half. Since DBT was introduced in 2013, it was 16% of the total government expenditure, and now it is 9% of the total government expenditure. So we have been saving so much of amount due to all this digital infrastructure in India. DigiLocker, we all know, now there are 61.27 crores of beneficiaries in DigiLocker. DigiYatra, many of you would be traveling to the airports, and after ease of doing business, ease of living, now it is ease of flying. Of course, I am not saying about Indigo or Indinogo, leave that apart, but then this yatra has been a revolution, and it has revolutionized our air travel. बस कैमरे को आँख दिखाइए और घुसते चले जाइए, सारे दरवाजे आपके लिए खुल गए. So all this digital infrastructure we have created, and it is putting or catapulting Indian economy to a big path. And then after all these things, one thing the government is focusing so hard for fast tracking our economy is human capital development. Human capital development, now we have a population of 1.44 billion, and so it is a huge population. But then demographic dividend is with us. Our mean is only 29 years right now, and in 2047 also, when we are trying to achieve Viksit Bharat, the median age will be only 37 years. So we have a big chunk of young population, young workforce, but then how to skill oriented that? Because as per some surveys, only 50% or like 55% of the graduates, whoever it is, MBAs, engineers, ITIs, only 50 to 55% are employable. So that means that there is a big gap. We have to make them skilled. In fact, when our Prime Minister also talks about that, Dr. Jatinder Singh was talking about AI, or there has been some thoughts that AI will annihilate the jobs. Just 5 months back, our Prime Minister was in Paris AI Action Summit, and there someone asked about him that this new wave of AI will devour, annihilate the jobs. Then he responded that no, the nature of jobs will change, but you have to upskill and reskill yourself. So skilling is so important. In fact, I would like to just share with you that डिग्रियां तो तालीम के खर्चों की रसीदें हैं, डिग्रियां तो तालीम के खर्चों की रसीदें हैं, इल्म वही है जो किरदार में झलकता है, इल्म वही है जो किरदार में झलकता है. So degrees are only for your recognitions, but it is the skill, the ilm, that defines your character. And so that's why the government of India has so ambitious plans like Ministry of Corporate Affairs, the scheme of Pradhan Mantri Internship Scheme. And it is talking about internship in 500 top companies. And some of you might be providing the internship under this scheme also. And it is trying to achieve 1 crore interns in the next 5 years. Then PM Vishwakarma scheme, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, all these things skill oriented. Then there is a talk about handing over 1,000 ITIs to the industries so that industry curriculum can be achieved there, and the graduates can seamlessly be inducted into the industrial atmosphere. So all these things are happening inside the skill field, skill orientation field. Then last but not the least, our defense security. Operation Sindoor has shown that we are capable of tackling any challenge, any force, any enemy force. And in fact, not only about the defense security, but our defense exports have also been increasing by leaps and bounds. BrahMos is in demand everywhere, be it Philippines, Vietnam, or anywhere. Then leave apart one Tejas incident that happened in Dubai, but our defense equipments are largely very much in demand, are quality oriented, and people are, or countries are now looking up to India to supply them defense installations, different hardwares, and all these things. And our export has reached about 25,000 crores rupees as far as defense is concerned. So all these things are catapulting or fast tracking India. And in fact, our Pradhan Mantri says that India is now Atmanirbhar Bharat, Agrani Bharat, and Atulya Bharat. And this dream we are going to achieve by 2047. And since time is very limited and Anchor is looking up to me, so I would like to conclude that the whole world is looking up to India. International agencies are never in favor of India, and in fact economists are seldom right as far as India is concerned or India's growth story is concerned. So I would like to conclude with a शेर that उन्हें गुमा था कि मेरी उड़ान कुछ कम है, उन्हें गुमा था कि मेरी उड़ान कुछ कम है, मुझे यकीन है कि ये आसमान कुछ कम है, मुझे यकीन है कि ये आसमान कुछ कम है. Thank you very much. Thank you.